Before Yeshua, nobody really fully understood Torah. They taught, they prophesied, but they didn't fully understand it until the one who was the Torah manifest in human form, and then he could teach. And even from 12 years old, we find that he is talking to the sages, the religious leaders who had been at this all their lives, and they're marveling at where did this young boy get all this wisdom. Imagine how much more he attained as he grew and began his ministry. So I was taught, study Torah, study Torah. But I've come to realize that if I truly want to understand Torah, I need to study Mashiach. And what further helps me to understand Mashiach, because there's a good chance that I can misunderstand him, is to look at the writings of those who were around in his day, who gleaned from him. And James got an earful often. Why? Because that little fella that the rabbis, the religious leaders at the temple marveled at what he said when he was 12 years old, James grew up with him. They got a glimpse when he came to the temple. Imagine James had to hear this stuff all the time. And a lot of it, get this, a lot of it he did not agree with, specifically the fact that Yeshua, his blood brother, could be the one that those leaders was talking about. You get this? So there's so much that we can glean from Yeshua and from those who followed him, those who grew up with him. And it wasn't until after Yeshua's death, burial, resurrection, and ascension that James came to the realization that he had grew up with the Messiah. You hear this? It's like, man, the ones my ancestors talked about lived in my house. I played with him, talked to him, argued with him, fought with him, and didn't even know who he was. Oh, this is powerful. So tonight, we're going to continue on in the writings of James, because if anybody understood Torah, James did, and you're going to see it, because from the moment we begin looking in James chapter 1 all the way up to James chapter 5, we see Torah, 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 Torah. The problem is that sometimes people feel that in order for them to understand the Torah, they got to go to the 5 books of Moses, when the fact of the matter is that the 5 books of Moses became a living being. Not only did the 5 books of Moses become a living being, but the prophets too.
For more information, visit www.arthurbaileyministries.com or call 888-899-1479. This program is made possible through financial contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.